Hello everybody and Merry Christmas. It's a bit late of a Christmas merriment, if that makes sense, which I know it doesn't because I'm stupid. Because it's St. Stephen's Day, and also I'm very stupid. I don't know if Americans or English have St. Stephen's Day, but yeah, that's the day after Christmas Day, just to let you know, just in case, okay? So it's St. Stephen's Day, the day after Christmas, and yesterday I was so busy with the family and looking at my presents and stuff that I couldn't make a video, obviously. Hopefully you'll understand. But now I am going to show you, not all my presents, just one of the big presents. I asked for 17 books off Santa. You're probably like, that's a very specific number, but I just chose random books that looked like they were good. And there was just 17 of them. And I got all 17 books. Now I'm going to be looking in here, this box, special delivery from the North Pole. I'll be looking in it, and inside there are 17 books, well 18 because I got a book from my kind neighbours and for Christmas. So yeah, let's open the lid. There's a sock on the lid, so goodbye. Okay, now in here are all the books, and I'm going to sneeze. Oh god. Yeah, that must be loud. So I will be going looking at these books and showing you them. And I was so happy when I got these. I still can't get over them. Well, the 17 in here I'll have to get. There's a book that I'm reading right now. It's in my mom's room, so I'll get that in a minute at the end. So, okay, first book is called Edge of Extinction. It's Them or Us, which is by Laura Martin, and I will read the back. My dad used to tell me stories about life before the dinosaurs, but it was hard to believe them. I couldn't imagine a world where people lived with all that sun and sky and freedom. 200 years ago, dinosaurs were brought back from extinction, and dinosaurs don't like to share. They reclaimed the earth, driving humans underground. Compound life is all that Sky Mundi has ever known, but when clues about her father's mysterious disappearance point to the outside world, Sky and her best friend Sean resolve to run away. Heading into the unknown, they discover a world of surprises and learn that the dinosaurs stalking their every move are not the most dangerous predators out there. So, yeah, that was a really... I was excited when I got that because it was one of the books that I really hoped I'd get. And now I'm just going to check how many pages there is. Okay, it's a series, I think. So there's 367, 366, 367. Yeah, so there's 367. And then look out for the next Edge of Extinction adventure coming soon. So yeah, I haven't even got to read that yet. I only got them yesterday, and I'm nearly finished the first one. And so yeah, now this book is called Mistletoe and Murder. It is one of the 2 Christmas books that I asked for. The other Christmas book is the one that I'm reading right now. So Mistletoe and Murder is by Robin Stevens. Silent Night, Deadly Night. Silent Night, Deadly Night. That must have been cringy. So, yeah, Robin Stevens, and I'll read the back. I also have another Robin Stevens, the next one, and that I'll be showing you. Arsenic for Tea is the other one that I have. These attacks are not merely pranks or accidents, said Daisy gravely. They are intended, and I believe something truly terrible will happen before Christmas Day. Daisy Wells and Hazel Wong are spending the Christmas halls in snowy Cambridge. Hazel has high hopes of its beautiful libraries and inviting tea rooms, but there is danger lurking in the dark stairwells of Magdalen College. 2 days before Christmas, a brutal accident takes place, but the Detective Society suspect murder. Faced with fierce competition from a rival agency, they must use all their cunning and courage to find the killer, in time for Christmas Day, of course. So yeah, it sounds tense. There is... Wait a sec, I'll check now. There's 349 pages in that book. So, now we'll move on to the next book. It is called... Yes, the next Robin Stevens book, Arsenic for Tea. And if you don't know what arsenic is, it is a poison. But I'm guessing most of you out there know what it is. So, yeah, Arsenic for Tea sounds tense already. Intense as well. Tea at 3, Murder at Midnight. Okay, so, I'll read the back of this now. I looked at Daisy. Her eyes were glittering and her cheeks were pink. This is Daisy with a plan. Daisy Wells and Hazel Wong are at Daisy's home, Fallingford, for the holidays. Daisy's glamorous mother is throwing a tea party for her birthday, and the whole family is invited, from eccentric Aunt Saskia to dashing Uncle Felix, but it soon becomes clear that this party isn't about Daisy at all. Naturally, Daisy is furious. Then one of their guests falls seriously, mysteriously, fatally ill, and everything points to poison. Suddenly, Fallingford feels like a very dangerous place to be, and when someone close to Daisy looks suspicious, the girls must reveal the truth, no matter the consequences. That has 330 pages. Yeah, we still have a lot of books left to go through. That's only 15. So that's only 14. There's 14? So I've done 3. And there's 18, so 15 left. Oh god. Okay, the Mighty Dynamo, I think. I don't know. Kieran Crawley. It's Noah against the world. Now, this is the book I got from my neighbours, and if you're wondering what I look like, that's kind of close. Yeah. Noah longs to be a professional footballer, and playing in the school's World Cup qualifiers might be just what he needs to get scouted. But when he's banned from a school team for something he didn't do, all his dreams are in doubt. Determined to live up to his Mighty Dynamo nickname, Noah must find his own way to enter the contest, no matter what it takes. With best friend Stevie on tactics and the skills of some unlikely new teammates, he's soon ready to take on the world, just as long as no one plays foul. And you look at this and you think maybe it's like a Diary of a Wimpy Kid type book, or Barry Loser, or any of those books, but yeah, it's actually quite hard to look and to read. Like, just take a look at those words. It's kind of small words, and there's a lot on each page. But I don't want to flick through all of them because I might spoil it to you a bit too much. I'm trying to look for how many pages. Okay, in that book there are 364 pages. On to the next one. We need to go very fast now. Jason Segel and Kirsten Miller. Nightmares. Sleeping has never been so scary. I've noticed on all these books, there's that on every single book? There's just like a kind of saying at the bottom. A wicked step monster, a creepy purple mansion, and a nightmare that wants to swallow you whole. Charlie Laird can't believe his bad luck after his dad gets married to a woman who may or may not be a witch, and they move into the weirdest house in town. He has terrible nightmares every night, and now they are slipping into the waking world too. Can Charlie and his friends stop the nightmares taking over and conquer the creatures of the night? So it had 355 pages. I'm just going to run through these. This is a long book, 5 Kingdoms, Sky Raiders, by Brandon Mull. I don't think this has a saying on it. Cole Randolph is just trying to have fun with his friends on Halloween. Their trip to a neighbourhood haunted house turns out to be the start of a wild adventure when Cole watches his friends being whisked away through a mysterious passage. Cole dives in after them, only to emerge somewhere that's that's very clearly no longer Miss Arizona. He soon learns he's come to a place called the Outskirts. Made up of 5 kingdoms, the Outskirts lies between wakefulness and dreaming, reality and imagination, life and death. The balance of power in the 5 kingdoms has been upset, and the magic there is becoming unstable. It's up to Cole and an unusual girl named Myra to set things right, rescue his friends, and hopefully survive long enough for Cole to find his way back home. Don't miss the next one. Oh wait, it had 421 pages, I'm pretty sure. Now the next one isn't so random. I'm sure a lot of you out there have heard of this guy. Bear Grylls, Mud, Sweat and Tears. Yeah, so I love Bear Grylls. He's like a survival. If you don't know him, he like goes out into the wilderness and like survives, like where people dare to step, like he's climbed Mount Everest and he's eaten the camel's insides, and yeah, it's disgusting. He's drank his own pee out of a snake skin. So yeah, this is his autobiography, and it's quite long. So I don't think there's no point in reading that whole blurb. So yeah, I just told you about what's happened. Oh yeah, I'll tell you about this interesting part. Then, in a horrific free-fall parachuting accident in Africa, Bear broke his back in 3 places. It was touch and go whether he would ever walk again. Okay, we've teleported onto my landing. However, it was touch and go whether he would ever walk again. However, only 18 months later, and defying doctors' expectations, Bear became one of the youngest ever climbers to scale Everest, aged only 23. Yeah, so I was really happy when I saw that I got this. Now, oh yeah, it has, how many pages? Wait, cool. It had 472 pages.
Of course, I know that.
Okay, the next one is called Can You Survive the Zombie Apocalypse? And this is quite a scary looking one. It's one of those choose your path ones, so you read like 3 pages and it says, do you choose to run or save your friend, or whatever like that. And it says like, if you choose to run, go to page 42, and if you choose to save your friend, go to page 131 or something like that. So, and it's by Max Brallier. And then this has a saying, the choice is yours, and if you don't survive, you've got no one to blame but yourself. Now, there's a big blurb in this as well, but there's nothing about the book. It just says, like, oh, you need weapons and stuff like that, so I'm not going to read all of that. I'm going to check how many pages there is. That book had 384 pages. Now, the best book that I was looking forward to is this book. Well, this book, anyway. So I was so happy when I got this, and I've said that for like every book, but this one really. Sarah Pennypacker Packs, illustrated by John Klassen. So I'll read the blurb. It's really sounds like an emotional book. I had a fox. We have a fox. We turned him loose. We left him on the side of the road. My dad said we had to, but I should never have done it. A heart-wrenching masterpiece about the unbreakable bond between a boy and his fox. So there's a lot more. I got a lot more on the internet about it, so the blurb doesn't really say anything. But if you're thinking of getting it, I'm not going to spoil it anymore for you. So, and that had 277 pages. Now, The Classy Crooks Club by Alison Cherry. So everything is silent, but I barely have time for a sigh of relief before I hear end the clicker tongue twice, then 3 times, then twice more. That's my signal to come inside. I try to move toward the door, but I suddenly start thinking about how breaking and entering is a crime. I haven't even started 7th grade yet, and in a second I'm about to be a legitimate criminal. That has 322 pages. Now I'm gonna have to wait to get some more books because I've run out right now. They're in my box in my room, and I will get that in a minute. So yeah. Okay, I have the next book. And I'm back in my room. I keep teleporting. Okay, this is To Catch a Cheat by Varian Johnson. One fake video, one real problem. Praise for the great green heist. Wait. There's no blurb. And there's no point in reading out the comments. So I'm just gonna see how many pages there is. And yeah. There was 241 pages. Now onto this one, just there's 6 more after this one. Another one, it's kind of like Pax, and I was really happy when I got it. All Rise for the Honourable Perry T. Cook, by Leslie Connor. So it's a long book. I think it's one of the longest. Oh no, it's not. It just looks long. Praise for All Rise for the Honourable Perry T. Wait, there's no blurb. Okay, no blurb on that again. So, how many pages? There was 378 pages now. This small little book, and it's very floppy. A New York Times bestseller, Escape from Mr. Lamoncello's Library. It is by Chris Grabenstein, and he is, believe it or not, the illustrator of this James Patterson book called Treasure Hunters. Ow. I just toppled some books on me. I'm pretty sure, is the author of this middle school Treasure Hunters. Well, from the author of middle school Treasure Hunters. It says James Patterson and Chris Grabenstein, Christine or whatever. I think he's the author. Illustrator. And then he's written a book himself. And is there any pictures? Because if there is, he's drawn them. And I don't think there's any pictures. So, I'll read the back of this. When Kyle learns that the world's most famous game master has designed the town's new library and is having an invitation-only lock-in on the first night, he is determined to be there. But the tricky part isn't getting into the library, it's getting out. Kyle's going to need all his smarts because a good roll of the dice or a lucky draw of the cards is not enough to win in Mr. Lamoncello's library. Yeah, so how many pages now? There is 288 pages in this, and while I was looking for the pages, I noticed something very cool indeed. It says that the book, stories and periodicals in Mr. Lamoncello's library. How many have you read? So these are all the books and stories, and the first book that I see that I've read is Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Verne. I've read a bit of that, I think. Yeah, I have. And that's the first book that I see that I've read. So, yeah, moving on. That next book is this one. The League of Beastly Dreadfuls, by Holly Grant. Pictures by Josie Portillo. Warning, this book is not suitable for nice little boys and girls. Read at your own risk. So, if you're a nice little boy or a girl, pause the video and skip. So, because you don't even have to even look inside the book, or even read the blurb, or read the anything. So, yeah. So, warning now, I'm starting to read in 3, 2, 1. Anastasia is a completely average kid until her parents die in a tragic vacuum cleaner accident, until she's rescued by 2 long-lost great-aunties, and until she's taken to their home, St. Agnes Asylum for the Criminally Insane. It's not long before Anastasia begins to suspect that her aunties are not who they say they are, so when she meets 2 mysterious brothers, the 3 join together to plot their great escape. There is 294 pages in that. And now, Rooftoppers, the fourth last book. Rooftoppers by Catherine Rundle. Wanted a mother. Everyone tells Sophie that she was orphaned in a shipwreck, but Sophie is convinced her mother also survived. When no one believes her, Sophie sets out to prove them wrong. On the run from the authorities, Sophie finds Matteo, a boy who walks tightropes and lives in the sky. In a race across the rooftops of Paris, will they be able to find her mother before it's too late? A beautiful story about pursuing your dreams and never ignoring a possible. And that has 278 pages. It's the third last book, Time Riders. Now this is a bit of a more popular book. It's in Eason's anyway. So Alex Scarrow, Time Riders, Day of the Predator. I have book 1 of this. This is book 2. And it's really good. The book 1 was anyway. So now, no, wait, have I? I'm wondering now, have I actually read out the Time Riders one already in a different video, but I don't think I have. So, Liam O'Connor should have died at sea in 1912. Maddie Carter should have died in a plane in 2010. Sal Vikram should have died in a fire in 2026. But all three have been given a second chance to work for an agency that no one knows exists. Its purpose, to prevent time travel destroying history. When Maddie mistakenly opens a time window where and when she shouldn't have, Liam is marooned 65 million years in the past in the hunting ground of a deadly and until now undiscovered species of predator. Can Liam make contact with Maddie and Sal before he's torn to pieces by dinosaurs and without endangering history so much that the world is overtaken by a terrifying new reality? And that has 433 pages in that. Now, the second last book, this is definitely even more popular than that one. Now, a lot of you have heard or at least read one of them, Skullduggery Pleasance by Derek Landy. I know my other friend in my class he also has a YouTube channel. He's read all of the Skullduggeries like me. His channel is called Channel of Everything, so just shout out to him. He's also done a video of all the Christmas presents he's got. There's just so many books. I'm just doing the books in one video. So yeah, and he's read them all. So go check him out. He doesn't do anything about books, but just he is a good channel. So yeah, Derek Landy, Tanith Lowe in The Maleficent 7. From the world of Skullduggery Pleasant, and she's the bad guy. Now I'm not going to read the back because it kind of spoils all the Skullduggeries. So I'm just going to say how many pages there is. 283 pages in that. And now I'm going to have to pause the video and get my other book in the other room and show you that. A Boy Called Christmas. Believe in the Impossible by Matt Haig. The most evergreen immortal Christmas story, Stephen Fry. Now this is such a good book. I've started yesterday and I'm already on page 137. So just about halfway. I think 4 pages past halfway. I'll read the back. You're about to read the true story of Father Christmas. Now wait, another thing. If you believe that some things are impossible, pause the video and skip ahead because this book isn't for you. And yeah, okay. If you believe that some things are impossible, you should put this book down right away because this book is full of impossible things. Are you still reading? Good. Then let us begin. Yes, it's so good, and it has 266 pages, I'm pretty sure. I'll see that now. Yeah, it has 266 pages. And now that will bring us to the last book. That was the last book. So, they're all my 18 books. 17 from Santa, 1 from my neighbour. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in another video for some other videos, I guess. But there might be some more book videos. Could be anything. So, yeah. See you then.